Hi everybody. India is a growing market for MNCs. So a lot of people look from outside, but it has got its own challenges. So this short presentation is going to give you some insight about how exactly to take advantage of the opportunity at the same time to address the various challenges being present by the Indian market. Let us look into some of the key strengths of India. India is practicing English as a popular language to conduct business. It's a transparent, elaborate and credible legal system which is useful for majority of the MNCs who want to come here. It has got a commitment to the intellectual property protection. It is not available in many countries in the world. And it has got unrestricted access to do business anywhere in India. It has got a powerful media, NGOs and regulatory bodies to protect the human rights. So let us see the complexity much more in a different dimension. It's a geographically a vast country, and there's a product requirement for every geography. That's a big advantage, but also a challenge. It is a highly diversified culture. If one moves from one end of the country to another end of the country, you will be able to see different cultures, different attitudes, food, climate, and whatnot. And it has got a large market segments. Even let us take a typical washing powder. There's a large market for mass product of the washing powder, large market for popular category, large market for premium category. There is a need to deploy customized logistics solution for product movement to reach the customer, because as I told you, it's a large country. It has got many options of product movement, starting from your road, your rail, your coastal movement, your inland waterways, camels, mules, etc., etc. So depending upon your territory, you may have to plan the right combination of the logistic movement so that it will be able to reach the final customer. And Indian customers are highly innovative in nature. A typical example, you can think about the re-inking the printing cartridges. Because many MNCs thought that the printing cartridges is one of the area where there's no competition, but they never thought the re-inking is a big possibility. Similarly, Indian customers are also looking for a value for the money. A typical example, you can think about your Volvo trucks. So Volvo trucks thought that they got one of the best trucks available in the world, but Indian customers said that the value for money is not there. India is again a very unique economy which will adjust itself automatically. A typical example we can see here, the transportation options available to an Indian customer. You can see here starting from your bicycles, your mopeds, your motorcycle, your auto rickshaws, your shared taxis, entry-level car, mid-size car, SUVs and high-end car. So depending upon the purchasing power, depending upon the economic status, depending upon the particular state's economical condition, people will keep shifting from one mode of transport to another mode of transport. Accordingly, the market will expand or shrink and all that. The key takeaway is that unless you are able to offer a wide range of products in a particular portfolio, you may not be able to survive. For example, suppose somebody is in an automobile business, so they should be able to offer a wide range to a customer so that whatever be the economical condition, you will be able to be a winner all the time. India is a challenging market for MNCs. Let us take a typical example of the Henkel when they're trying to launch their washing powder detergents in India. So they were claiming they're having one of the best detergents available in the world. When the Panparak strain was introduced to Henkel, they were really taken for a surprise. They had to evolve a detergent which can handle a very difficult strain. Otherwise, the blood strain is supposed to be the very tough strain in the world, but the Panparak strain is much more tougher than the blood strain. Similarly, when the Nestlés were about to launch their globally successful recipe for the chocolates in India, they realized that the Indian market is not really having the complete cold chain what is available in the developed markets. Majority of the chocolates are sold through outside the cold chain. So Nestlés were compelled to develop a recipe so that they'll be able to reach the customer in the proper condition. Otherwise, when the product was introduced in the beginning, when the customer bought the chocolate and opened the chocolate packet at home, they were finding only all liquid chocolate, not a solid chocolate, because the recipe was not appropriate. Similarly, the Kellogg's, the global players in all this conferences they thought the Indians will use the cold milk for their various Kellogg products there. But when they introduced a product, they found, because the Indians are basically using the hot milk, finally the conflicts is not coming the flavor what they're looking for. So Kellogg's were compelled to change the recipe so that even if you are going to use the hot milk, nothing will happen to the recipe. So that means you cannot take the Indian market for granted. So you have to really understand the Indians, the way of using the product, their own preferences, the practices. Unless they meet all these requirements, your product will be a failure. Even you take the example of this Tata Ace vehicles. In fact, Tata Ace vehicles is a global innovation, and Tatas are able to successfully create this product category, and now they are able to sell this product to several countries in the world, and they're also now going for subprime categories, even less than 1 ton truck they are trying to produce, like 0.4 ton, 0.5 ton, etc. And whereas on the other hand, the companies like Volvo, who are the global majors in the trucks, they are not able to be very successful in the Indian truck market. They never realized that the Indian trucks are all owned by majorly individuals, not an organization. So all the Indians who own these trucks, they're looking for a value for money. They're all very highly cost conscious. So they're looking for the technology only in the perfection, but not really keen about their the cabin and all the other areas. So the Volvo trucks, they found it is better to concentrate on bus instead of the truck. So India is basically a land of innovation. Some of the examples you can see in this slide: Nirma washing powder. For the first time in the world, Nirma was introducing a washing powder based on caustic soda, as again the caustic, normally basically a baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. So they're able to bring a lot of value to the customer. Similarly, the Chick shampoo or Tata Ace range of vehicles, the moped vehicle, it's really a global innovation. And also the push carts to sell the ice creams were, with innovation, they're able to bring about minus 30 degrees centigrade using the battery technology. So unless you are very cost conscious, unless you're able to understand what exactly the Indian customers' requirement, and unless you're able to address their pain points, you may not be able to reach the customer. So India is a large market with tremendous opportunities, but you must understand the customer very closely. You should be able to offer a product what exactly the Indian customer is looking for. You must be able to offer a value for money to the Indian customer. Then you can really take the full advantage of the opportunities available to you. Hope you all really enjoyed this video and hope you really found it quite useful. Thank you for watching this video.